Welcome. In this video, I am going to solve this given question. So first, let us read this given question. A map has a scale of 1:5 lakh. Two towns are 4.2 centimeter apart on the map. Find the actual distance between the two towns. So we have been given that there is a map whose scale is 1:5 lakh. Now on that map, there are two towns which are 4.2 centimeter apart. And we have to find what is the actual distance between those two towns. So let us start solving this question. So we have been given that there is a map whose scale is 1:5 lakh. So scale of the map, that is 1:5 lakh. Now, while solving these type of questions, we have to keep one thing in mind. So what is that one thing that we have to keep it in mind? So here, scale of the map is 1:5 lakh. So 1 is the smaller value and 5 lakh is the larger value. So always remember that the smaller value represents the distance on the map and the larger value represents the distance on the ground. So in this question, the scale of the map is 1:5 lakh. So the smaller value is 1 and the larger value is 5 lakh. So the smaller value represents the distance on the map and the larger value represents the distance on the ground. So I will write it down. So on the scale of a map, the smaller value represents distance on the map and the larger value represents distance on the ground. So in our question, the smaller value is 1 and the larger value is 5 lakh. So 1 represents the distance on the map and 5 lakh represents the distance on the ground. So I can say that distance on the map is to distance on the ground is 1:5 lakh. So from here I can now say that distance on the map is to distance on the ground. This ratio is equal to 1:5 lakh. This represents the distance on the map and this represents the distance on the ground. So the ratio of distance on the map and distance on the ground is 1:5 lakh. Now from this ratio, I can find out what is the actual distance on the map and what is the actual distance on the ground. So actual distance on the map and the actual distance on the ground. This I can find out from this ratio. So how can I find out? So the ratio of distance on the map and distance on the ground is 1:5 lakh. So if I multiply this ratio by a number, I will get the actual distance on the map and the actual distance on the ground. So to get the actual distance on the map and actual distance on the ground, I have to multiply this ratio by a number. So I will have to multiply 1 by a number, and I will have to multiply 5 lakh also by that same number. So by that same number, I will have to multiply 1 and 5 lakh, and then I will get the actual distance on the map and the actual distance on the ground. So for example, if I multiply this ratio by, let us say, 3. So 1 into 3 and 5 lakh into 3. So the actual distance on the map will be 1 into 3. 1 into 3 is 3. And the actual distance on the ground will be 5 lakh into 3. 5 lakh into 3 is 15 lakh. So actual distance on the map is 3 and the actual distance on the ground is 15 lakh. So how did I get this value? By multiplying this ratio by 3. Similarly, I can multiply this ratio by 7. If I multiply this ratio by 7, so 1 multiplied by 7 and 5 lakh multiplied by 7. So in that case, the actual distance on the map will be 1 into 7. 1 into 7 is 7. And the actual distance on the ground will be 5 lakh into 7. 5 lakh into 7 is 35 lakhs. So I hope you are understanding that to find the actual distance on the map and the actual distance on the ground, I will have to multiply this ratio by a number. Now, by what number I have to multiply this ratio, that is not known to me. By exactly what number I should multiply this ratio, that is not known to me. Whether I should multiply this ratio by 3, whether I should multiply this ratio by 7, or whether I should multiply this ratio by 100, or whether I should multiply this ratio by 500, that is not known to me. So because I do not know that by which number I should multiply this ratio, so therefore let us say that I will multiply this ratio by a variable, and let us take that variable as x. So because I am not sure that by which number I have to multiply this ratio, so here I am taking a variable x. So let us multiply this ratio by the variable x. So I will rub all of this. Sorry. So because I am not sure that by which number I have to multiply this ratio, I am multiplying this ratio by a variable, and I have taken that variable as x. So I am multiplying this ratio by x. So 1 multiplied by x and 5 lakh multiplied by x. So if I do that, then what is the actual distance on the map? Actual distance on the map is 1 into x. 1 into x is x. So actual distance on the map is x. And what is the actual distance on the ground? The actual distance on the ground is 5 lakh into x. 5 lakh into x is 5 lakh x. So actual distance on the map is x and the actual distance on the ground is 5 lakh x. Now, look at the second statement. Two towns are 4.2 centimeter apart on the map. So on this map, there are two towns and the distance between those two towns is 4.2 centimeter. So on the map, two towns are separated by a distance of 4.2 centimeter. So actual distance on the map between the two towns is 4.2 centimeter. So actual distance on the map, this value is given to us. Actual distance on the map between the two towns is 4.2 centimeter. But over here I have written that actual distance on the map is x. So I am saying that actual distance on the map is equal to x. And over here I am saying that actual distance on the map is 4.2 centimeter. So from these two statements I can say that the value of x is 4.2 centimeter. Because over here I am saying that the actual distance on the map is equal to x. And here I am saying that actual distance on the map is 4.2 centimeter. So therefore from these two statements I can say that x is equal to 4.2 centimeter. So therefore from these two statements I have found out the value of x. The value of x is 4.2 centimeter. So x is 4.2 centimeter. Now we have to find out the actual distance between the two towns. So the actual distance between the two towns on the ground. So on the ground, what is the actual distance between those two towns? So actual distance on the ground is 5 lakh x. And I have just now found out the value of x. X is 4.2 centimeter. So therefore I can say that actual distance on the ground is 5 lakh multiplied by x. Now x is 4.2 centimeter. So 5 lakh multiplied by 4.2 centimeter. So therefore actual distance on the ground, this will be 5 lakh multiplied by x. So 5 lakh multiplied by the x. X is 4.2 centimeter. The value of x is 4.2 centimeter. So instead of x, I am writing its value, which is 4.2 centimeter. So 5 lakh multiplied by 4.2 centimeter. And if we solve this, we will get the actual distance on the ground between those two towns. So what is 5 lakh multiplied by 4.2 centimeter? So 5 lakh multiplied by 4.2 is how much? So first let us do 4.2 multiplied by 5. So 4.2 multiplied by 5. So 5 into 2 is 10, carry forward 1. 5 into 4 is 20. 20 plus 1 is 21. Now here after the decimal there is 1 digit. So in our answer also after the decimal there should be 1 digit. So 4.2 into 5 is 21.0, or you can say 21. So 4.2 into 5 is 21. 4.2 into 5 is 21. Now I am having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. So after this 1 I will write 5 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this much centimeter. So 5 lakh multiplied by 4.2 centimeter is 21 lakh centimeter. Now generally the distance on the ground we measure it in kilometers. So let us convert this centimeter into kilometer. So actual distance on the ground between those two towns is 21 lakh centimeter. But generally we don't measure the distance on the ground in centimeter. We measure it in the form of kilometers. So let us convert this centimeter into kilometer. So 21 lakh centimeter is how many kilometers? So to convert centimeter to kilometer, we have to divide by 1 lakh. So this 21 lakhs, we have to divide it by 1 lakh. And that will give us the distance in kilometer. Now if you don't know how this 1 lakh came, I will explain to you why I am dividing by 1 lakh. So let us write the units of distance: millimeter, centimeter, then decimeter, then meter, then after meter, decameter, then hectometer, and then kilometer. So we are converting from centimeter to kilometer. So from centimeter to kilometer. So we have to keep on dividing. To convert from centimeter to kilometer, we have to divide. Now by what we have to divide? So centimeter to decimeter, divide by 10. Decimeter to meter, divide by 10. Meter to decameter, divide by 10. Decameter to hectometer, divide by 10. Hectometer to kilometer, divide by 10. So 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. 5 times, right? Okay. So how many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 zeros. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So therefore 5 zeros. So 1 lakh. So to convert centimeter to kilometer, we have to divide by 1 lakh. 1 lakh has 5 zeros. Here also you will see 5 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 zeros. So therefore I am dividing by 1 lakh. So 21 lakh divided by 1 lakh, this much kilometer. Now 21 lakh divided by 1 lakh is 21 by 1, which is 21. So 21 kilometer. So actual distance on the ground between those two towns is 21 kilometer. So we have found out what is the actual distance between the two towns. The actual distance between the two towns is 21 kilometer. So this is how I have solved this particular question.